Welcome to my review of the Passana Speeder Chase. Now, this is not as much as a speeder chase as there is a motorbike and a skip and a bit of a market. So, take that as you will. We're missing an entire speeder and a bunch of these guys. So, it's kind of like that one. It's kind of like a poor chase, but the benefit of the set, it costs $40 and has a sizable amount of stuff. So let's get into it. Let's start off with everybody's favorite little robot, BB-8. Now BB-8 has a bunch of little side compartments which all have a varying degree of use, which I am not entirely aware of. We do have the match arm, we do have the little hacking arm, and so on and so forth. He does have a lot of little buttons on his head, as can be seen, with a varying degree of orange and silver, but he does have his big eye and the little small sensor. Now, unlike the in-universe version, he can't just roll around or else he'll fall off. He does have to stand on a pin or like a stud, so unfortunate for that, but overall this is an amazing character, so, it's done well. Next, we have Rey in a cloak, which looks like she's been mummified and has just escaped the tomb. But she does get a lightsaber. It's a blue lightsaber. But, there is a decent amount of leg and torso printing because of the cloak detailing there. You can kind of see shoes there by the difference between, the skin tone from, the cloak to the shoes. So, that's a cool thing, right? And then we've got a brown belt, which kind of wraps around the waist in a sense. It also kind of goes down to kind of hold up this cloak area, but it kind of just looks like a mess of bandages, if I'm being honest. The head itself is a bit angry at the fact that she's just been mummified, so that's kind of thing. It kind of makes you angry. The hair itself is a dark brown. It comes in with these loops back at the end, multiple buns there. You do have the cloak, or the hood there with a few more bandages and the belt itself with a much happier expression. But then again, I don't think she's very happy after being mummified a few times now. The set also comes with an exclusive First Order Stormtrooper. Now he does have the same detail as regular Stormtrooper with the little bit of the knee pads, the small indents of the torso leading up to the torso and the ending of the pants. He's got a few pockets or ammo clips around his belt with a few stuff there. You can see the chest area or the opening of the chest, which is in between the armor and the leg armor. Kind of has a bit of detail there. It looks like there's a few squares. I don't exactly know what they're used for. Might be some extra pockets or something, or some storage. Now, the thing that makes him so unique is underneath the helmet, which is the same as a regular First Order helmet. He has this little bit of a marking, which goes along with which division he's in. So he's in the biking division, so he gets that little thing there. He is very angry as always. But the interesting thing is, I don't know if this is on other First Order Stormtroopers. I don't think it is. But he's got these two indents on the top of his helmet. I don't know if that's an issue. No, never mind. It just didn't occur to me until putting them side by side that all of them appear to have it. So ignore that I ever said that. The other exclusive and probably better exclusive figure is the tank jetpack guy. Now he has basically the same detail here. He has slightly different knee pads, but the pelvis area is still basically the same. He's got some very interesting patterns for the under armor, which is a mix of white and gray, which I think looks really good. And then he's got a much different armor chest armor there, which looks really good. The detailing there, he's got a slightly different insignia, but it looks very good nonetheless. The helmet itself is just the red jetpacker. If I could find one. Well, I couldn't find his helmet, but it's the same as it's literally the same as the guys that came in the battle pack. I cannot appear to find a helmet, because these helmets are actually quite annoying in the fact that they always fall off, but you get the picture. There's a bit of a forehead there, which connects there. They're exactly the same. The back is decently similar, but they both share the angry face. And then the jetpack is this very nice mold, which isn't like the other jetpacks. It's definitely more future forward jetpack, which I think is very nice. You've also got this one by one tile, which kind of applies the insignia. But overall, it's a very nice character. The only downside with him is that the helmet really likes to fall off, which is a very big downside for storage. Now, the throw-on build here is the market stall, which kind of just has some binoculars for sale. Is this crate, which you can come on board, and it has a few studs in it for the stud shooters. Now, these are the red stud shooters, so they will go for your little Passana speeder here, which has a singular stud shooter over on the left side. So you might need a lot of ammo to shoot that one stud. It does have this pattern of light blue on the outside with red in the center for its roof, and then a little bit of flag to tell you, hey, look, I'm a market stall, you should come shop at me, or buy me. I don't know exactly what you'd use there. But the crate inside has a shovel, a bit of a saw piece here, and the end of a grappling hook. Not too sure what you're going to do with those. Maybe you're going to take your shovel and bury one of the stormtroopers in the sand. Don't really know. But that's the market. The bike here is pretty interesting because you can put your pilot here, or speeder transport guy, and you can also put your jetpacker guy over here. And the whole point of this tread is so that you can be like, oh, hey, look, I'm so fast. Wow, look at that bike. And so the reason it's like that is because in the movie they tread along. This guy fires up, this propels this forward, and he gets a bit of a jump in, and he goes fine. Whoopee, hooray, there he goes. Now, the cannons of this, other than the fact that you can kind of lift this up, and it's like you can expose the tread, but you get these side turrets, which can move 180 degrees, basically. And you've also got yourself these stud shooters, so you have a bit of weaponry there. Not a crazy amount, nor is this a really effective vehicle, but nonetheless, the Passana speeder is actually quite big. You have a spot for a few characters here. You can have Rey at the helm steering it. You can also have space for BB-8, and you can even put the crates there. If I don't break the market stall, which you probably have seen me do, because it's... But you can put this crate in the front. You can probably fit the other crate, depending on how you put it in there, but... yeah, you have a few options there, you know, for figure placement. The back of it has these, like, steering rods, I'm assuming. There is this, like, cockpit to keep people inside the thing. But these are fairly detailed. They look fairly nice, so, you know, there's that. You've got some wiring that connects from the back to the front. Maybe just kind of take some fuel across. Not too sure what the purpose of that. I feel like it adds a bit to detail, though. You do have a decent amount of stickers in the front. Because, well, the front is really sticker heavy because it's like, you got all this damage up at the front, but the back's perfectly fine. So, there's the stud shooter I was mentioning earlier. You've got yourself the flagpole, which is fairly basic, but, you know, it does the job right if you want a flagpole. You've got these pieces, which are kind of maybe like the engine bit, very interesting to put it lightly. You've got the little stick piece, which definitely falls apart because of how it's set up. And then you've got this, like, I think it's a backup engine. It looks interesting to say the least. It puts, definitely, it breaks the symmetry, especially since the back is so symmetrical. You go up to the middle and front and it's like, there's barely any symmetry because these sides are different. And then you've also got the steering. But overall, I think it's a nice speeder. Do I think this set is necessarily worth $40? I mean, I picked it up for $32, so I think $32 is probably a better price range for this. Maybe $35 probably should have been the retail, because honestly, I don't really see the $40 here. I do see $35 more so, but I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.